Good morning guys, it's Tuesday the 21st of July. Apologies we didn't have a day in the life out last week. So we've just been so busy. We got out that ClickFunders overview and we've been so busy with some other things that we're actually working on projects at the moment as well. However, I do have a little bit of a surprise for you guys. If you don't follow me on Instagram already, you may not know I did actually get the i8 wrapped, so complete new colour change. I know some of you are really eager to see that and see a little bit more information on that. So without further ado, okay, it's now about 9:30. I've just finished our analysis breakdown for our members for the day ahead, and I'm just proceeding with a little bit of journaling. I did have a pending order in on USD CAD yesterday. I don't know how well you can see this. I was looking to sell a retest of prior structure here and sell it down to some extreme lows at the bottom of this range. And as we can see coming into this morning's session, price is actually sold off all the way to target, wicked my target pretty much to the pip, without taking me into that trade. So for me, that would invalidate this trade. I would pull that pending order. I would see that price has already fulfilled the initially intended target, and to me that just invalidates that setup. Now I'm also looking at a setup here on Eurodollar. So bring you over here. I'm looking at a setup roughly from around this kind of area here on Eurodollar, looking to sell it down again to lows at the bottom of this range, stop just above this bearish engulfing, which sort of took out this level. Again, not really looking to enter anything or jump into anything straight off the bat first thing in the morning. I don't usually like to trade first thing. Obviously we're getting sort of mid-morning now, so if nothing's setting up, I will tend to wait for the New York session. I don't really like to enter at the start of sessions because I think there's often quite a lot of manipulation and stuff like that. So usually between 9 and 11 is the hours that I like to trade between. And then if I see no setups, usually between 2 and 3, I'll look to take entries on stuff again if I can see those setups presenting themselves. Now, gonna get on with a little bit of work and then I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Okay, good morning guys. So it is Thursday the 23rd of July. Now the first section of this video obviously was Tuesday the 21st. So a little bit of a confession, was just too busy yesterday, didn't get any filming done. And not only that, we spent the full day in the office because the weather was pretty awful and so there was nothing really that interesting going on. I did take one trade which I closed in a little bit of profit. But again, nothing really worth actually documenting. But what we did get yesterday was some great analysis put out for our members, and I'll show you a little clip from a cable breakdown that we done yesterday for our members, and then I'll show you what we're looking at this morning. And you can see we've returned to this area of structure here that we broke out of yesterday throughout the New York session, broke out of it quite violently. Now, as we return to it, I am expecting bullish momentum, to kick in today. Obviously, if we can sustain above that level, we do have a 38.2 fib, which we're sitting on at the moment, and just below it, in line with daily ATR here, we have that 50%, also being confluenced by this structure. So for me, that is the approximate region I'd like to see price maybe tap and go. Let's see if we can get any confirmations, any rejections from that area before I move higher to that overall weekly level. Now yesterday when we actually gave out that analysis to our members, price was right around here. We've obviously dipped down into that region. We've had a nice rejection, tweezer bottom form in there off of that prior structure, and now we are making that move off. So from where we initially gave out that analysis, price has done 110 pips, I would initially be looking to take profit at this sort of double top region here. That is just the way I trade. I'm not looking to catch this impulsive move and then hold it through like that. What I would typically do is look to take profit at the next area price will find resistance, and then as it breaks, if we get a retest, then re-enter there. A little bit of a safer way to trade in my opinion. I don't like to be in trades for too long if I can help it anyway. So that's what we're going to be looking at on that. My overall upside projection target on cable is this double top region here, right? Straight off of this weekly level. If I just drop out onto the weekly, you'll see exactly why this level is significant. You can see this level has had its fair share of touches as support, resistance, support along here, a little bit of resistance there, support, resistance, right? So very formidable level here in the cable, and therefore I wouldn't want to hold it through that, right? If we look at it on a line chart, you can see that a bit clearer. I'd want to be taking profit there. Safest way to be. You have to be aware of these higher time frame levels, guys. Some people, especially a lot of the people I'm mentoring, doing one-to-one sessions with, they'll show me a chart and they'll say, why did this happen? Why did price react in this way? What caused that? And all it comes down to is lack of knowledge of the bigger picture. And if you drop out onto those higher time frames and look for these key levels, these key reversal points, it's going to save you from trying to hold trades. Because let's drop down onto this 4 hour again, right? You could be on this 4 hour, right, with a fib from this low to this high, with your Fibonacci extension targets in here. You could be looking to hold it up to one of these fib targets, right? And you don't understand why prices reversed sharply from this level, from this area, right, before you're hitting your fib target. And that's obviously because that weekly level is there. So my top tip for this video is be aware of the higher time frame structure, right? Take note of it, mark it in, keep an eye on it. But anyways, got to get on with this morning's live market breakdown for our members, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. So it's around about 10:30, and I'm just going to spend the next half an hour to an hour back testing, looking at some previous data in dollar CAD, and basically trying to call the price action, trying to call where price is moving, trying to really, without using too much analysis or anything like that, keeping the charts relatively clean and just trying to understand where price is trying to go, how it's trying to do that, and just sort of basically develop my understanding of price action a little bit more. Price action is literally the language of the markets, and having a developed understanding of that is unparalleled to any form of technical analysis in itself. So I think you should really put a lot of time into developing your understanding of price action, especially across different pairs, right? All pairs are going to move slightly differently, whether we're talking about psychological levels, the way they react to news, all these little different things. Each pair has their own little sort of quirks, and the only way you're going to gain an understanding and a developed understanding of those little quirks that each pair have is spending a lot of time charting them, back testing, journaling and stuff like that. So going to spend the next half an hour to an hour, and then probably going to order in some lunch today, and then I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. So the time is now 2:15. I've pretty much finished most of the trading related stuff that I've got to do for today. There's a couple of setups that I'm watching, potentially considering putting in some pending orders for the London session tomorrow. However, there's not too much, there's nothing urgent needing done. I have recently just downloaded Edgewonk Trading Journal as well. So I've been working through that, working through some of their lessons on how to actually use their platform for journaling. So far, really enjoying it. But myself and the guys are going to head out for some coffee now, just to take a break and stretch our legs. and then we'll get back and wrap up any other work we have to do, and then probably head home early since there's nothing happening. In the UK, it is now compulsory to wear face masks. In the UK, it is now compulsory to wear some kind of mask that's a surgical mask when you're going into shops or coffee shops. So you just simply kind of put it on something like this, and that's obviously going to help stop spreading the virus. So we are going to head over to Starbucks now, and I'll catch up with you after we've done that. Okay guys, so that's going to be the end of this episode of Day in the Life. A little bit shorter than normal and not as much trading content, because to be honest, we've not been trading all that much this week. Not only have I not really seen the opportunities to trade, but we've also been so busy with other things we've got going on. Anyway, if you did enjoy it, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe as well. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.